ladies and gentlemen, with another beautiful episode of the Waterboyz Show. And I'm going to get right into it, right, B. Rich? This weekend, the Georgia Bulldogs play the Alabama Crimson Tide in the SEC Championship. I want to say this is 4 or 5 years. Is it in a row that the Georgia Bulldogs have been in the SEC Championship game? Man, that's an amazing feat. When you think about it, yeah, because just think about it. They won 2 championships. Then 2 years they didn't, but they were in the SEC championship both of those years. And then here we are again in year 5. You already can feel like the atmosphere. You can feel everybody getting ready as you go through downtown. You see columns and light poles and different things like that wrapped in SEC. It just means more. And, man, hey, I think it's going to be a really good game, but let's dive into it. What are your thoughts this weekend for the Georgia Bulldogs against Alabama?
Back! I forgot to say back. All right, before we get into that, man, had to get that out of the way. You just won't go right. So, yeah, what are my thoughts?
Okay, I really don't know what that was.
I forgot to say back. You said we are back. I didn't never say it. At least I have a delay. This is my first airport. I ain't never say I had to say it. Back! You ready?
Okay, let me set it up again.
All right.
Because I had teed you up for it to go a certain way. Go, Mr. Back. Okay? All right, man.
And we are back! All right, let's go. Let's tee it up.
All right, man. So, this weekend, Georgia Bulldogs play the Alabama Crimson Tide, man. What are your thoughts on this game?
All right, I think the Georgia Bulldogs are going to win. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
I got a chance to go back and look at the game from the beginning of the year, back in, I think it was September 27th. So, I looked at the game. Gunnar Stockton wasn't Gunnar Stockton yet. You know, like the 4th game of the year, he's kind of having some mishaps. I remember like the first drive, he threw the ball to the left, was kind of out of bounds, man, get a good start, 3 and out. It was a close game. Alabama came down and was converting third downs. I think they had 11 in a row, 11 conversions in a row, or he was 11 for 11. I can't remember what it was.
11 for 11 on that first drive.
Yeah.
He was pretty much perfect in the first
quarter.
Yeah,
he's perfect the first quarter. So, all right, we come back. All right, we get the ball back. It's a close game. Our boy, man, he fumbles the ball. What's his name? I can't. Number 3. I can't think of Frazier. Nate Frazier fumbles the ball. They get 3 out of that. All right, so that's the 3 we ended up losing by.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then in the third quarter, we're making a drive at the end of the third quarter, going into the 4th. We get all the way down to like almost the 15, 10-yard line, almost goal line. And on 4th down, instead of kicking the field goal, on 4th down, we went for it and did like a little right. The right tackle, man, they had the guy double teamed. The right tackle just kind of titty blocked him, like boot, and let him go. And the dude got through and tackled the 32.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he come in here on 3rd down.
If he would have just held his block a little bit longer, it may have been a touchdown. So we didn't kick the field goal, so that's another 3 points. We had a final game drive, like 6-7 minutes left. Went down, they stopped us, we kicked it. We had three or 2 timeouts left, and Alabama was able to convert the first downs to end the game.
Run out the clock.
So that was a close game. Like you said, man, I think they forgot to FedEx the offensive plays in the beginning, so we kind of had a slow start. I think this game, man, we're gonna be ready. I think Gunnar Stockton is ready for the moment. I think he was still kind of like, coming in off of last year, the loss to Notre Dame. This was his first big game since then. I think he's battle tested. I think the team is battle tested, and the defense was young then. That was their first big game as well, with a lot of these freshmen and sophomores. They've grown up a lot. We had some close games. We had some games that we should have lost, but Gunnar Stockton got us through, and the defense got us through. So, we dropped some picks too. We had some picks on the first series, man, dude. What's our guy name? The Bolden. Ball right to Bolden. Dropped it. So I feel like they didn't have no turnovers. Alabama didn't have 1 turnover. So I feel like Georgia gonna cause some turnovers. I feel like we and then let me tell you why we gonna win. The single most important reason. What's their quarterback name? Alabama. What's his name?
My guy's name is Ty Simpson.
Ty Simpson.
Whatever his name is.
You know what he did after the game?
What did he do?
he had a piece of the hedge in his mouth, walking around like he's in Greek, like he's in Greece.
But he walking around like he Georgia Tech or something. Like that ain't nothing no
Bro,
other opposing team need to come in here and do when they win. Really?
Yes, he had a big head like he was in Greece in his mouth. Taunted the fans.
I think he was just preparing for what was gonna happen once he got back to Tuscaloosa.
Hey, so
had that greenery already popping on the field.
Man, hey, look, I hear you, man, but I tell you, man, I think the Bulldogs, like you said last week, gonna get them by 10 at least.
Yeah. So look, I believe the Georgia Bulldogs are gonna win this game too, and I'm gonna tell you why. Right? 2 words: Kirby Smart.
Yeah.
I do not believe that a Kirby Smart led team is going to lose 2 times in a season to the same team. We see the adjustments they make from one half to the other, and I definitely think from game 1 to game 2, I think that Georgia will be well prepared. You also said something. They've grown up some. We saw Gunnar Stockton grow up. The 4th down throw in the Tennessee game, the Ole Miss game. We can go down the line to games where this defense had to show up, offense had to show up, and they showed themselves a whole lot better. And for Kirby, like, look, Kirby don't need any like support from me. He don't need any support from you. You got it, Kirby. He don't need any of that. He don't care about that. But I will say this. You remember Friday? I'm gonna tell you what this feels like to me. You remember Friday?
The movie?
Craig, yeah, the movie.
Okay.
Friday. Not last Friday. No, the movie Friday, the very first one. But you remember Debo was putting hands on Craig.
Yeah.
But Ice Cube was getting hands put on. And the mom wanted to jump in it, and the dad was like, he got it. And they were saying, get up, Craig.
Get up, Craig.
Come on, son. Get up, Craig. Like, that's Kirby Smart right now. I can hear everybody.
Get up, dog. Get up, dog.
This is his get up, Craig moment. Right now, Kirby Smart, this is your get up, Craig moment. And I believe he's going to get up. He's going to get up with the hypothetical brick, which is going to be a football. And he's going to knock Alabama, which is Debo, clean out. And they're going to walk off with the SEC championship, which would be near long if this was the movie, and everything going to be feeling good. You know what I'm saying? So get up, Craig. Get up, Craig. Get up, Craig, a.k.a. Kirby Smart.
Hey.
I don't believe that the boy and the guys will be able to beat Georgia a second time. If they do, boy, I would be highly surprised and shocked.
Man, if you telling me the prize is near long, oh, bro, we winning. Yeah.
Man, look, so I will say this now. I'm not going to sit here and just because we live in the state of Georgia, just because we are, fans of all Georgia teams and we Georgia Bulldog fans, I'm not going to act like this is not a formidable opponent. I'm not going to act like Alabama is a team that we can just sleepwalk on. I think a lot of people thought there was going to be a huge drop-off from Nick Saban to DeBoer. And I'm not saying that DeBoer is Nick Saban at all. No one is Saint Nick. No one is Nick Saban, all right? But what I am saying is the talent that Alabama brings in, the way that DeBoer is still able to recruit. He was a good recruiter at Washington, and now he has those Alabama resources, and he's able to still get these kids in. He's still a really good offensive coach. I think he's a good head coach. This Alabama team is not one to just be sneezed at or just brushed to the side like they're nothing. I think it's going to be a game that even though I don't think they can beat Georgia twice, Georgia's going to have to play mistake-free, and they're going to have a much better game than they did against Georgia Tech. It's going to have to be offense is going to have to show up, and this defense that is grown up, they are 100% going to have to show up and keep the Crimson Tide from getting early momentum and getting down too early.
Well, you got to think about this with the Tech game. I know you brought that up. I mean, it's a rivalry. And then Brett Keys, like, all year, even in his press conference, he said, unless it was I was listening to, he's all about trying to stop Georgia. So, they had some tricks up their sleeves for Gunner, but Alabama ain't gonna have no tricks up their sleeve for Gunner. Gunner, I think to be honest with you, I think Georgia kept it pretty vanilla, if just in case they made it to the championship or for their next opponent. But I think we're gonna come put some belt to ass, man. Come this weekend.
Well, let me ask you this: if Georgia loses to Alabama, how do you think that affects their national championship chances?
I don't know. But I do know we will still have a chance to play in the college football playoffs, and I think we will host a game. it may help because I don't think we get an extra bye and we'll still be in rhythm of playing. Because I know we're not gonna get blown out. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, Trey. I think that it may help because Kirby may put belt ass on them and to get them together, whip them in shape. But Alabama's a great team. Like DeBoer is a good coach. I was hoping they would fall off, but he's proven that he can come behind Saban and handle the ship.
So how do I think it will affect their national championship chances? I don't think it will affect the chances at all. I think even if they lose the game, we already know everything's in front of them.
We can't talk about
it. I mean, look, we can't talk about it from a standpoint of fandom.
Fandom.
We can't be fanboys.
Fandemonium.
We can't be fanboys as the hometown hater. As the hometown hater, likes to call and say. Yeah. The hometown hater loves to call and say, man, all y'all Falcon fans just fanboys. But we won't go down that rabbit hole right now. But what I am saying is I think everything will still be in front of them. I do think that this team can get up off the mat if for some reason they get knocked down on the mat. Now, at the same time, I think that winning definitely affects their chances to win a national championship because I think it puts an even more charged battery in their backs. I think that they feel even stronger that what they have built this season is something that is championship worthy and something that is special. I can't speak for those young men, but you have to get over the hump. It's just something about finally doing something that you have been perceived to not be able to do, whether it's perception from outside or maybe internal perception. Now, I know a lot of those guys haven't lost to Alabama on a consistent basis, but there's a lot of people on that team that have lost to Alabama. And I think getting over that hump, they have to feel like we have slayed the dragon. We have knocked out Goliath. Debo is on the ground. We got up Craig. Craig got up. And I feel like they will be even more charged and ready to go win a national championship game. So I'm believing they win this game and they go into it with the outlook that, look, we overcame Tennessee on 4th down. We overcame Ole Miss. We overcame Alabama.
Auburn.
We overcame Auburn. We can go down the line. We overcame all these teams. I think it's our time to go get it done because there's some teams out there that's still going to be tough that they have to play.
Yeah, so let me ask you this. What do you think about this? I know a lot of fans, me included, I admit it, I want the easiest route there. I was hoping that Texas A&M win. But then, like some of my partners like you, I don't know how you feel about it, but I know Doug, I want Alabama. We getting what we asked for. I was hoping that Texas A&M win, Alabama win, they play, we kind of be rested and go through and win that way. But now we in it. We in it. How do you feel about us having to go play the SEC championship? And what Kirby Smart said in his press conference was like, hey, this is a game he dreamed about. Why everybody not taking it serious? Like this is something, the toughest football in conference, you win, you belong like you just said. But I want to make, hey, it's like working on your day off. I look at it like that. Working, who want to go to work for free? So I don't know, man. Explain. Is my logic and other fans' logic weird, or is Kirby Smart logic?
I mean, look, no matter what side of the fence that you're on or we're on as fans, you're on the right side. Because guess what? We don't get any participation trophies just because the team went out and won.
Yeah.
So we can say I want Alabama. I want the hardest road. Well, guess what? You don't win anything when Georgia wins, and you don't lose anything when Georgia loses. Those young men have to go out and play the game. So at the end of the day, I want whatever is going to make them feel the best about themselves, and I do believe that beating Alabama will be that. Now, I'm not saying as a fan I want the easiest route, but I am saying I think beating Alabama will help them, so I'm glad they're having to go this route. I'm glad they're having to go this route and get it done. Doesn't matter what I think at the end of the day as a fan because we don't win anything either way. So I don't think you should look at your point of view as being the wrong point of view. That's just the way you see it. We can always go back and forth on whose perspective is the best, but I think at the end of the day, whether they had to bye this week and didn't play or whether they play, they have to be at a point where they're the most ready that they need to be. And I do think that winning and beating Alabama will get them to that point. I believe that they will be charged up and ready when they get this game, especially if it comes down to somewhere they have to go make a play at the end and they go and make that play. They have to get it done. I believe it happens Saturday. I do. Because I can't stand, man, dog. Man, is there any other fan base in college that, as a Georgia fan, that you dislike the most?
Alabama, man, I hate them.
Do you dislike any? Like, tell me why. Tell me why you dislike Alabama fans.
I mean,
and then
first of all,
tell you why I dislike.
I mean,
Alabama
like, dude,
fans.
I've been seeing Alabama ever since Herschel Walker days with Paul Bear Bryant, man. Like, I always the number on their helmets and stuff, and just them always, like, they always dominated us for a long time. And so, you know, when they got Saban. And I know somebody, Nakia, who works with Grand Hustle. She's a big Alabama fan. I have to hear her mouth. I want to hear her mouth. I don't like Alabama fans, partly because of you. So, yeah. But I do want to say something. Finish the point. I want to say something.
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you why I can't stand these Alabama fans, right? I can't speak for the state of Alabama, because if you're in the state of Alabama, then you've been representing Alabama, the university. You go ahead and do your thing. I can't speak for everywhere in Alabama, but I will speak for the state of Georgia. Man, wasn't nobody riding around hollering Roll Tide when I was growing up. Nobody was hollering Roll Tide. There were no Alabama flags everywhere. There were no Alabama jerseys everywhere. All these folks who came out the woodwork, not talking about their Alabama, boy, you cap. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, you better count.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Look, and you can say whatever you want. You can say I'm too old to say it or too young. You are capping, you are lying, you are flexing and flogging, as they said in the early 90s, my guy. Use a lie. There were not any Alabama fans riding around the state of Georgia like that. Nobody was talking Roll Tide. Nobody was a believer until Nick Saban got there and they started winning. Now all of a sudden, Roll Tide. That's the way we do it. Alabama, man, y'all better stop. Yep. Y'all wasn't cheering for Alabama. Y'all were Florida State fans 2 seasons ago. Let us keep it real. Y'all were Florida fans and Florida State fans. You don't even know what the hell
LSU
you are.
Fans.
You know what I'm saying? But they were everything but Alabama fans.
Now
they
fan.
come around. They want to dap you up. Look, and you Alabama Patriots fans, that's right. Because y'all same ninjas who say you Alabama fans, y'all were Patriots fans at one point.
Yeah, because they don't have an NFL team.
Man, how do you look in the mirror? How do you look in the mirror?
Right.
I want to ask you, how do you look in the mirror knowing that you are just so flawed? How do you look in the mirror, my guy? So those are the ones I can't stand. Look, if you're from the state of Alabama and you represent Alabama, I'm not even mad at you. You do your thing. But all y'all that's not, and now all of a sudden y'all big-time Alabama fans, boy, you better stop. And one last thing, I got to shout out the people that made me. My mother and my father. How y'all doing? Y'all two are the fakest Alabama fans
I didn't know.
in my life.
What?
Both of y'all.
Miss
And y'all
Montgomery?
know it? Yes. And they both know it. And I said it to them because growing up in our garage where my dad hung out with his pool table, there was nothing but Georgia stuff in there. All he talked about was Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Man, come on, Pop. You know that's wrong. And Earlene, come on. Now, you was an Auburn fan. You know what I'm saying? She supported Auburn because of my grandfather. Now all of a sudden, I love Jalen Hurts. Don't nobody care. Nobody cares.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, though. I love y'all. Thanks for creating me. I love y'all. Y'all support everything
Sound like
do.
some family problems, man.
I'm trying to tell you, man. You got to hear about Alabama. I'm tired of that.
I did not know that your mom was an Alabama fan.
And I'm going to tell you, boy, and my pop, boy, this will aggravate
I knew about him.
Let me tell you what he did to me one year. Georgia, Alabama playing. Clearly, Alabama had done this. I think this the year we won the championship. Alabama had blew Georgia out in the SEC championship.
I remember that.
It's probably about 3 minutes left in the game. My phone rings. I look at it. It's my pop. I really ain't want to answer. But I said, okay, it's him. I'm going to answer. Hopefully, he'll keep it respectful.
Yeah.
And he did, somewhat. But I'm going to tell you what he said that just ticked me off.
You still remember?
Of course I did. I answered the phone, had him on speaker so my wife could hear it too. You know what this guy said?
What?
Y'all see that Georgia Alabama game? I just was checking to see if y'all saw the game. Man, I almost hung up in his face. He know good and well I was watching the game because we talked about it earlier that day. You know I was watching the game. And I was saying, hey, y'all see that Georgia Alabama game?
That's funny.
So guess what though?
What?
Guess what?
What?
A few weeks later, about a month later,
when we won
when
the championship,
Georgia won, guess
KJ
what I
Boulder.
did? Bling. Hello, what's up, son? You see that Georgia Alabama game?
That had to be.
I just wanted to
That
know.
was good.
He said, I hear you, son.
That was funny. That's funny. Hey, Trey, I want to ask you this, man. When we beat Alabama this weekend, should Alabama make the college football playoffs?
Hold on. Let me look at their total resume.
They lost 2 games for sure. They lost to Florida State, and I think they lost to Oklahoma.
Florida State is a train wreck of a team right now. They lost to Oklahoma. Oklahoma finished at 11. Okay, Oklahoma. You talking about a team I don't believe in. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe in Oklahoma. You know. Okay, so they beat Georgia. They beat Vandy. Beat Missouri. I mean, we're not going to give some of these teams credit just because they play in the SEC. They beat Tennessee.
The best conference in football.
You know what? Just because I don't like them, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I can't tell you what team goes in over them because people are saying Texas should get in. Y'all flawed too. Stay on home, Texas. I don't believe in you either.
I can say this. I don't think a 3-loss team should enter the college football playoffs because there's a lot of teams that didn't lose 3 games.
But who they play, though? What if it's 2-loss teams who ain't played nobody but me, you, and so there?
If they play this,
I'm
man.
saying football. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying none of us are football players, so I just threw out a name.
I'm a football player. I'm going to give you my 31. Yeah. Aaron did everything. Under the sun.
Dog, when I tell you I almost said something that was so wild, like I have evolved because I almost said something that was so wild that it's no way he would have recovered from that. It was so wild. I'm gonna say it when the camera's off, but man, when that man said he played football, boy, I almost hit him with the most foolish joke. But anyway, man.
Hey, look, man.
Let's leave it alone, man. Oh, yeah, man.
Shout out to Mario and his wife.
No. Not just that. We got to shout out the Cordell shop.
The Cordell shop. Look at this.
Shout out the Cordell shop, man.
Show my cup, too.
We got to shout out the Cordell shop. That's your cup? Jesus.
Yeah. If
you like your coffee strong.
Watch out now. Hey, man, like we got some coffee mugs with our logo on it. Man, this is so dope, man.
Yes, sir. I think I'm going to drink.
Shout out to Cordell
I
Shop,
think I'm going to
man.
drink some cocoa out of mine for Christmas Eve.
Hey, man, it's Christmas, the holidays, man. I just drunk my cocoa. What you talking about?
Man, what? What? Nobody would have paid any attention to it until you just said it. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't thinking about that ish.
Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, boy. You just
technical guys.
Hey, man, good help is hard to find. Shout out to Mario. Glad we found him, but boy.
And Doug.
I can't speak for the bald-headed bandit, boy. Oh, staring Aaron. Look, let's go ahead and get ready to wrap this thing up, man. Yeah, man. Where are we?
23 minutes.
We about 23 minutes in. Okay. So look. Let's go here. Outside of the SEC championship game, right? No, before I ask that question, let me stay right here. Mario, can you look up the status and the health of Bobo, our starting center?
They say he's going to play.
He's going to play.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
Okay. Well,
could change.
Look it up. Yeah. Okay. Well, if he plays, we have our starting center. It's something to be said about everybody being comfortable together, everybody playing together, him making the calls, getting that experience in those moments. That would be some people don't think it's as huge a loss. I do. I don't know if he's looked at as one of the top centers, but still a starting center who started for you in the SEC, looking at the gauntlet of games that Georgia Bulldogs have had. That's a significant loss, if you ask me. Nah. It doesn't matter to me what you think of his talent level, his skill level. I think that's a significant loss. You know, but if he's back, then I think we'll be fine. Oh man, now that's
what date is that? Because I've heard that
that's a tough loss.
Whoa. Hey, is the running back for Alabama, is he out? Because that's when I was talking about that, we were saying Bobo. They said Bobo probably gonna play, and we was trying to figure out.
Well, probably and playing are two different things.
Yeah, man.
Because you said he's playing.
I mean, that's what I heard.
And now you said probably. It's a big
they said
difference.
he's most likely gonna play, like he's questionable, but now it's ruled out.
Yeah, man, that's a big loss for Georgia. Having somebody who make the calls, snapping the ball correctly in these high pressure moments, getting everybody lined up, taking what the quarterback wants, making sure the protection is where it needs to be, sliding to what side it needs to slide to, making sure everybody
Kirby said
is on their man.
Next man up.
Oh, I mean, I heard what he said. Trust me, I heard he said. Everybody says that. And until the next man up, boy, pull you down.
Until the next man up sucks.
Until the next man up pulls your team down. So we'll see. I believe that Georgia has capable recruits and capable people who are waiting behind Drew Bobo, but I'm not going to act like that it's not a significant loss. And I think a lot of people who have just brushed it off, I think it's because it's Bobo's son, the reason they're acting like that. But let's move past that. Now that we know the status of Drew Bobo, let me ask you this. Who out there in the landscape of college football or the potential college playoff football concerns you when it comes to Georgia's chances of making its way through and potentially competing for a national championship?
I mean, I'm not going to say what team concerns me is what bracket concerns me. I would like to I think we're going to make it to the championship. I like us to face Ohio State in the championship. I think with this bracket we will, but if we lose, I think we'll be on the same bracket. So that kind of concerns me.
So it's Ohio State then. You just answered the question without answering the question.
Yeah, there you go.
Because if you don't want to see them into the championship,
yeah, you're right.
then they concern you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's out on Ohio State to the championship. I was going to say the team that concerns me is Ohio State. That's one of the teams that concerns me. Before Lane left and went to LSU, I was going to say Ole Miss was going to concern me.
Ole Miss got a chip on his shoulder, though. That could concern me as well.
Well, this is the thing. They can have a chip all day long. They're not going to have the same person that's inside the lane thoughts, calling the plays and running the plays.
But I think about, and I want to get to a point before we have to go, but I think about Dan Reeves and the Falcons when he had the heart attack. And then, he had to sit out and motivate the team. I think that willed us to the Super Bowl, personally.
Okay.
I remember he missed the game against Detroit. I think we played Detroit. And the assistant coach, I think it was Rich Brooks or someone, they played and won it for him.
I mean, like, stuff like that happens, but when you have someone who's considered one of the best play callers in college football,
he is.
no longer calling the plays to a high-powered offense, I would think that there will be some kind of drop-off there.
Yeah, well, we know for Falcons fans, when we lost Kyle Shanahan, our offense ain't been the same since. So I get you.
You gonna find a way to pull them Falcons.
Hey, I am. Hey, but let me say this.
It aggravates me.
Let me say this real quick.
I just have to be honest. It aggravates me.
All right, well, look, we about to move on. Check this out. You said something about recruits earlier.
Okay.
This week, we had a 5-star quarterback commit, and he was able to switch and go to Vanderbilt.
We talked about it with Terrence Edwards. Remember I said the player that Vandy swear they gonna flip. Well, guess what? They flipped them, and I'm not surprised. As a Georgia fan, I don't even get excited. I don't even get excited about top quarterbacks anymore. Talk to me when they line up on the center. Until then, I don't even want to hear about it. When it comes to Georgia, I don't even want to hear. Don't talk to me about the lighter skinned ones, and don't talk to me about the darker skinned ones. I don't even want to hear it until they line up on the center, because Georgia just does not bring home the best of the best. Now, I can't even, you and I especially, we can't say too much about that, because we've sat on here and we went viral talking about we don't pull the number one quarterbacks from the state or the black quarterbacks. So because we lost that one, you and I got to sit this one out, and we can't complain about a quarterback that some people going to say, I thought you wanted the top quarterback from the state. Why you complaining about him? So we'll sit this one out, and we'll see how it goes. But me personally, don't even talk to me about what quarterback coming to Georgia until they line up under center. I don't care about them taking picks.
I mean, Gunnar Stockton's going to be starting next year anyway.
I don't care about them in the jerseys. I don't care about them hanging out with Quavo, getting a feature on one of his mixtapes. I don't care nothing about it. Until they line up under center and throw an actual pass in an actual game, I don't even want to talk quarterbacks in Georgia anymore. Go Dogs, go anybody else who wants to come and play for them, but let me see you line up on the center. Until then, I'm worried about Gunnar Stockton, and I'm worried about Pug, and hopefully these other recruits who've committed to us that people are excited about will line up on the center. But until then, Trey is out.
Well, Trey, I know you're going to get us out of here, but in the 2028, we got one of us coming up there.
You
Committed.
mean one of me.
Okay. Get us on out of here, Mario. What you laughing at? I just see some cheese in that tea from Mario. Let's go.
Wait, man.
Come on, man. Get us out of here. We gotta go.
It's all good, man. Love you, man.
I love you
It's
too,
all good.
man. Man, I'm used to it.
Hey, look, man, we're going to get on up out of here. We're going to see how Georgia and Alabama fares tomorrow in the SEC championship game, all right? Like we always say, the Waterboyz Show, we represent Atlanta because Atlanta represents us. On behalf of myself, Trey, my partner, B. Rich, Starring Aaron, better known as Aaron, Whoa Pittman, and our guy, Super Mario in the Cordell shop. Can't forget Doug. The Waterboyz Show. We are out.
Kill the camera. I can't believe Miss Montgomery.